Today we have another young Indian with us as part of the Voice of the Young series. Hello, everybody. Good to be with you again. Today we have with us Shubhangi Goel. Let's listen to her. Over to you, Shubhangi. Tell us.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity, sir. Uh, I'm Shubhangi Goel. I have been born and brought up in Delhi, and now I have recently shifted to Bangalore. It is not even completely 1 month that I have been shifted. It was a struggling process that I managed to be in Bangalore. Not as in that I had to over. Uh, fight over this topic with my parents, but they are too possessive about me and my brother to give us safe surroundings and safe space, so that they make sure that everything goes into a continuous flow. And that is where I also thought of putting this thing out for today's video as a topic, more dependency injection by parents on us is good or bad.
Okay. All right. Let's listen to you. But tell us why you shifted to Bangalore.
So I wanted to do MBA, wherein I was given a chance in many of the Delhi, in many of the colleges within Delhi and nearby Delhi. But I was looking out to groom myself outside my comfort zone, and therefore I thought of exploring opportunities. And the Bangalore had one college for me, ISBI, International School of Business and Research. So currently I'm pursuing my PGDM in product management from ISBI Business School International itself. And
Was it hard to get in? Is it a tough place to get in?
if you can crack CAT, MAT at a decent score, you can obviously come in here. Otherwise, you can also opt for their personal aptitude. That is how also people got it.
Okay.
But I got through from CAT.
So you got good marks on those. You cracked it.
I got decent marks.
Okay, fine. You won't admit that you got good marks. Why not admit it that you got good marks? What's so afraid to say I got good marks? You don't get into this place unless you have good marks, right?
Not really.
Not really. You can get in with poor marks.
Um, Not that as well, but you need to have a decent score, I would in
Okay,
few
all right,
terms.
fine. So, okay, so you decided to grow a little bit and move out of your comfort zone of Delhi. All right, tell us more.
I mean, I come from a family wherein I have been served with everything, whatever I've wished to have in my life. And likewise goes from my brother. It is nothing of like a female child or a male child. My father has given us, both of us, such a standard life wherein we had everything, every opportunity. We in fact did not had to step out and explore different opportunities. He himself got us into like so many things, so many different kind of extracurricular activities, sports and all of that. Therefore I think that I know uh, more or less everything about sports.
Yeah,
Maybe a little bit about some specific sports, but I've played almost every
okay,
sport.
all right.
Yeah. So I
Which
mean,
one did
this
you enjoy the most, by the way? Which one did you enjoy the most?
table tennis and swimming.
Table tennis and swimming. Wonderful.
I have even done rifle shooting. I have even done horse riding. I have like it's not. I've done it once, but I've taken training for all of those. I've played smash. I have played long table tennis. I've played badminton, cricket, each and every sport that is possible. I've done skating. I've done hockey. I've done lot many sports.
Wonderful.
Basketball.
Okay, great. All right. So that's good. And what else?
Yeah, so this is what wherein like I also feel the upcoming aspiring parents, or wherein the upcoming new parents, wherein they feel that they should provide a standard living to their child, wherein they should be giving each and everything that they were deprived of. So I feel I have been that kind of child from that generation, wherein I have been provided each and everything on the plate. But I, along with that, I also feel that it is a little setbacking in terms, because then I don't know then I don't know how to fight, then I don't have the zeal to fight, because everything has been like served to me in a plate. I
Okay.
just have to pick and choose what I have to do.
Yeah.
So for that thing, I really need to work on myself, double the amount of the work. In fact, more than that than earlier people used to do.
Hmm.
So I feel that is a little setbacking point for the child, because when he or she grows out and when they step out in the world,
Yeah.
other people are so competitive and they have explored so much by themselves that they know a lot many things, what is good and what is bad for them,
Hmm.
wherein I, in between that crowd, I lose on that thing, because
Okay.
I am not able to, even though I can get on the opportunity, even though I can crack that, it's not about the ability, but it is more about then I don't know what is good and bad for me.
Yeah. Understood. You're not the first person to say this to me. Let me tell you that there are many. Let's just to share. There's a woman who perhaps not as much as you, but she said, I was in Kolkata, I went to a good college, had a good life, everything is done for me. But then, I decided to go to Delhi, to JNU, stay in a hostel and see a different world, right? And she said, of course, my father encouraged me. He says, yeah, you should see a different world, because living at home is too comfortable. You need to live in a hostel where the life is little rough, not too rough, but little rough. And she says, I'm so glad I came here, because I met people from all over India, not just from Kolkata. And it has made me grow. So I have heard that from several people, that's happened. And uh, you know uh, in a way, some of the girls are actually pampered to so much that they feel over pampered, that look, they're looking after me all the time. I mean, it's the opposite of what people say in India, that girls are discriminated against. They are the reverse. They are pampered so much that they feel that, look, what am I doing? I'm only uh, getting the benefits, and in the future, in the real life, it may not work that way. So I've
Yeah.
heard that. You are just saying it to me again, right? That's what you feel.
Yeah, exactly. Because in fact, in Delhi, when I was staying with my family, I used to have such big home, and therein I used to have my personal room, and I am not comfortable with the option of like sharing my room with somebody
Yeah,
after the teenage period. And now here, when I have shifted to Bangalore, here the rooms are really small, and that too I have to share it with somebody.
yeah,
So that in itself is also a journey.
yeah.
Um, yes. So
So how is it to be outside your comfort zone? Uncomfortable?
of course it is, because there are so many people from Pan India, which is uh, such diversified culture here in my class and here in Bangalore. It is firstly it is difficult to communicate what I want to communicate and what they want to hear. Secondly, um, obviously there is a lot to learn from their culture and from our there is a cultural exchange, and then there is obviously knowledge exchange, because they are also they have also made it here. Yes.
How are the
So
classes?
classes are good, because for now we are like having 1 month of orientation, wherein we have a lot of guest lectures wherein a lot of people from outside are coming and taking our lectures.
Hmm.
Yes.
I saw some
So,
photographs on LinkedIn by
yes.
other students, huge number of students, and they are all photographs, all reflect a sense of happiness. We are all together, something like that. I didn't see it very carefully,
Yes,
but is
yes.
that your feeling?
Yes, of course, because they're because what they try to do, almost in most of the sessions, they divide us into random groups, and then they make us do different kind of activities, which wherein while doing the activity we get to know a lot more about each other, which
Yeah.
I don't think so any other college provides us
Okay.
uh, pan India, because having 1 month of orientation before your actual course starts, uh, that in itself is a big thing, because they just want to make us well aware about how PGDM will going to work and how people here are, and they are also taking equally initiatives to make us comfortable with our classmates, and not only comfortable but also to get to know more about each other in terms of who is good in what. Maybe they do not know that much about themselves, but we get to know once we are into different kind of activities, we
Okay.
tend to like kind of explore that.
Okay. All right. And the future, what does the future look like? I mean, one day you will graduate from here, right? One day. How long?
Yes.
Is it 2 years or 1 year?
No, it is 2 year because recently in June end I came on 30th, and from July onwards the classes began.
Yeah.
Before Sunday, the classes began. So after 2 years, I am looking forward to have 3 to 4 years of experience. After that, I have a startup idea wherein I
Wow.
am, yeah, wherein I am looking forward to work on that. And down the line, 5 years, I am looking forward to at least open my own office wherein the employees would be there and everything. So everything is currently in the pipeline. So everything is going in a flow chart. In fact, the funding, in fact, all of the sort, the Johari window, all of those things are happening continuously, simultaneously, because my partner, who is also one of my, I would say, greatest inspiration, whom I take from, is none other than my best friend. So she stays back there in Delhi. So she also wants to pursue MBA. So she would be pursuing from this year. So she would also be uh, uh, done with her MBA after 3 years, because if she takes admission for the next year, then 2 years. So that is how we have planned the entire thing.
My
And
gosh, you are really something. You are really something, I must say. I'm impressed. It's awesome, really.
yeah,
Great. Good to hear this.
yeah, she's like an really inspiring character to me, because whensoever if I give her an update, that what have I done in the entire week, what am I doing, so she is the person who really scolds me in good manner,
Yeah.
that what are you even up to, what are you even doing, you have wasted 4 hours or maybe 6 hours in this entire week. You could have done some good course and some good thing. You could have attended corporate meeting,
Uh,
some corporate event. So that is how we continuously keep each other motivated, inspired. And it is not only about that, we and it was a completely unexpected friendship,
yeah.
because we twice met on a college trip wherein
Yeah.
we didn't knew that this person existed. It
Yeah.
was from undergrad. It
Yeah.
was a complete unexpected feeling. I
Yeah.
have a lot to learn from her, and likewise, she says that for me.
Wonderful. Wonderful. It's really, what should I say? So pleasing to hear this, that you have so many ideas, you have some plans, you have the partner, and you will still have the time to think it through, and hopefully you can make it work. I'm sure something will come. What, I don't know, but maybe Okay, tell us more.
Yeah, because if anybody asks me where do I get the motivation and zeal, it is like completely continuous, that somebody is keeping a check on me. That also keeps my mental pace at a calm pace, that whatsoever has been, even this scolding, it has some sense to it.
Okay.
It is not, yeah, be it about health, be it about emotional well-being, be it about academics, be it about extracurricular, because holistic development for me is important.
Yeah.
And that is, I would also present it in a form of positive and negative way, because I am into lot many things, not only within the college, but even outside of the college.
Yeah.
I, yeah. In fact, I am into Zumba classes currently. I connected with you. I am doing this podcast. In college, I am heading. I am the host of my college ISBR, the Real Humans of ISBR video podcasting host. Then I am also in placement committee for the college. Then,
Already.
yes.
Yeah. All right. You keep
So,
surprising me. You keep
yeah.
surprising me.
Yeah, so in that sense, I would say it is a positive thing, because I have always been a rebellious kid when it comes to my father giving me opportunities on plate. I have been always a rebellious kid, wherein I want to fight for myself and grab on those opportunities. So that is what makes me also stand out of the crowd, and wherein I tend to grab on more and more opportunities at the same time. But then this thing also goes in negative, that I tend, since I have so many works, since I have so many things to do, I tend to procrastinate that this is important, this is of less importance, this is
Yeah.
important for now. And then I tend to also, more or less every day, I tend to over plan my day, because I have so many things to do that I tend to like over plan the
Okay.
entire day.
That's not a good idea. Don't overplan your day. Leave some free time, leave some free time. You should not become a robot. You're still a human being. Leave some free time. Okay, anyway, let's listen to you some more.
Yes, I mean, along with that, I feel what more opportunities I have been provided is also because of my communication skills. Because uh, back in sixth class, I would have been around 12 years. During my exam days, final exam days, there was one time in we tend to watch some kind of series and something when we are like too stressed.
Yeah.
So it was at that time, during my final exams, I had watched some English series. I still don't remember what I had watched. So after that series, the next day we were prepping for our exam in the morning, and I tend to spoke English there within my friend circle, because I had this thing back in sixth class that I don't, जैसे हम लोग हिंदी में बोलते हैं कि अंग्रेजी तो आता नहीं है, अब क्या करें. तो I just had this thing, till what time I am going to live with this
Yes.
if I don't know English. I
Yes.
anyway have to work on this someday. So why not now? So I
Yeah.
had this realization back in sixth class.
Uh,
So from there in, I have like changed a lot. I was an complete introvert, a complete shy girl, and now uh, uh, that day, after that day, I've never looked back. And after that day, even though I still don't remember what I spoke in English, and everybody was so stunned around me that I am speaking in English and nobody speaks around me. Why is that happening? Why am I speaking like that? After that day, I have really improved upon my communication because I've got such a long period of time to work on my communication skills, body language, and my English speaking skills.
Well done. All I can say is very impressive. You know your own path and you are moving on it. It's very impressive. I'm so happy to hear it. What can I say? I wish I had been like you.
Great to know.
But let's not talk about me. Let's hear more from you.
Hmm. So I am also working for a social cause, that is like I'm working for basically children. My target are children who are differently abled.
Okay.
So in fact in my PG here I found out that the little girl who lives on the top floor, uh, her mama, her father, and her grandparents work for this PG. They clean and all of those things. I got to know that she's an ADHD child.
Mm-hmm.
So I am currently sponsoring her needs, and apart from that, I am also looking out on a child who stays in Bangalore while I was in Delhi, since I have done special education in my undergrad from Delhi University. So I am looking out on a child named Raj from Bihar. He's a small kid, 9 year old. He's really smart. So he is a cerebral palsy kid, where cerebral palsy is a condition wherein the person has multiple disabilities.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I mean now the child has recovered up to 55%.
Yeah.
It is not me, I am not the doctor, but it is more about the emotional support to the parents. It is more about the emotional strengthening that their child would be okay in some days. Their child would get, they just need emotional, because most of the parents in these scenarios, what they tend to do is they just tend to ignore at the initial phase,
Yeah.
and that initially leads to worsen of the condition of that child.
Yeah.
Can we take a break, sir?
You want to break?
Yes.
Okay. I'll put it on pause. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We had to take a little break, but we are back. Let's hear more from you, Shubhangi.
Yeah. So I was talking about my case, cerebral palsy case, about the child Viraj. He's 9 years old, and for the first time in April, now this 2023, he went to school. Earlier, he was homeschooled. So in these kind of situations, wherein if any child is a special child, parents tend to ignore the condition of the child just because they do not want to accept that their child is up with something. It is
Yeah.
yeah, in these kind of situation, I what I feel and what we have been taught, early intervention is really important.
Yeah.
uh, just like cancer, if it is detected early, it can be cured early and the life can be saved of that person.
Yeah.
Likewise, in these situations, what parents tend to do is they completely ignore. They do not want to accept that something is up with their child, and they tend to, in the initial stage, they tend to ignore.
Yeah.
Second stage comes wherein people around them, they tend to tell and teach the parents that something is really up with their child. Then comes the third stage wherein the parents tend to hide their child and they do not socialize,
Yeah.
thinking that other people want bad of their child.
Yeah.
And then there is a fourth stage wherein the parents are they know that this is happening with their child,
Yeah.
and now the parents are in completely denial phase that
Yeah.
nothing is wrong with my child,
Yeah.
and they tend to hide it,
Yeah.
that other people should not know it.
Yeah.
And then fifth stage comes in, wherein they will go to some kind of temple, some kind of priest, or some kind of any uh, holy place
Yeah.
to get the child correct, which
Yeah.
is not a correct way. He requires medical treatment, and
Yeah.
he or she requires medical treatment on, and not these things, right?
Yeah.
And then if that thing doesn't work, then comes the sixth stage, wherein they take that to some local doctor or some specialized doctor, which is not so um, good in that specific field. Just because somebody has recommended it, they go there. And by all this time, the case of that child, which can be completely cured,
Yeah.
gets at the worst part.
Yeah.
And after this, when they realize that this doctor isn't working and maybe these medications aren't working on their child, and now when they have accepted that their child is like this, and every stage they have passed on to, now they go on to specified good doctor. And by this time, most of the cases what I have seen in any of the field, who any child who is differently able, the case is worse enough,
Yeah. It's too bad
and
now.
the chances of recovering that child is very less.
Yeah.
Like as my teacher told back then in the class once, whatever you do, whatever, irrespective of this particular field and irrespective of this particular situation, which I tend to now also follow for myself, is the ignorance part. It is only the ignorance that causes you everything.
Yeah.
And that is where I like to utilize my special education. The people who are unaware about, I tend to make them realize that this thing is completely normal and give them a hope
Yeah.
that this is completely curable. You
Yeah.
just need to have an early intervention. Do not
Yeah.
delay this process any
Yeah.
further. So, I mean, I'm also helping out in case if there are some of my school juniors who tend to reach out me at times now also. So I tend to like tell them my past failures, to what to not to do, at least
Yeah. Yeah.
to what to do is upon them, to what to clearly not to do is
Mm.
what I help out to them.
Yeah.
Like, so sharing those failures is also a part of what I want to share and guide the upcoming juniors and the upcoming entrepreneurs and the upcoming startup thing. Whatever the failures I am facing, I just want to let them know, at least do not do this.
Right.
So that,
Yeah.
yeah, so
Good.
that also,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Every
I
failure.
basically wants to be the voice of the young.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say every failure is leading to success. You can't be, very few people succeed without failing. You fail. And then you turn it around and you get to success. You don't do your mistakes again. You learn. Anyway, I should say that it's very impressive. Again, I'll say that it's very impressive. It's really a great thing for India that we have people like you who have a comfortable life, but who are willing to step outside that comfortable life, look for others, look for yourself. It's reassuring. People say, old people tend to say, oh, these young people, they're just wasting their time on whatever. They look at their phone and they are doing Snapchat, Insta, whatever. They're just wasting their lives. But I see that no, it's not true. It's just not true. They are actually people like you who are doing, let me be honest, much more than what my generation ever did. They are just talking, but what did we do? We did nothing because also opportunities were fewer. But, it was not, I can't remember a single story like this from my days. So this is really great. And you have something else to add before we end here?
I mean, it's just that the things I was unable to do, I mean, I want others to do those things and make our country proud in some or the other way.
Okay, wonderful thought. All right. We'll probably have you back in 1 year to see how your 1 year in ISBR is going, what your new thinking is, and is your friend still scolding you? And have you
Sure.
started scolding your friend? Maybe we'll hear from that. Okay, so thank you so much. Let's say goodbye to our viewers now, and I'll be back with another young person or an expert soon. Till then, bye. You can also say bye, Shubhangi.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Okay, bye bye.